So, overseer Allison Skiff posted this reel recently.
I never would have renovated this kitchen by myself last year if I hadn't been quoted the woman price.
If you're wondering what the woman price is, it's when you get a quote from a man where it's 3 times the normal rate because they think you don't know any better. Like that one time the handyman quoted me $670 to fix this drawer without even knowing the measurements. So yes, I went ahead and out of rage decided to fix it myself. And while we're at it, I thought, let's renovate the entire kitchen. How hard can it be? I would have to say, for a woman that doesn't know any better, this kitchen turned out pretty amazing. Oh yes, and to bring this back to where we started from, the drawer under the oven, I bought it for $100 and installed it in 15 minutes.
She hit the nail on the head. That moment where you're feeling maybe over it, underestimated, tired of waiting. That's the catalyst for so many DIYers picking up DIY for the first time. And that is the, okay fine, I'll just do it myself effect. If you're feeling that itch but you're wondering, is it actually worth it? Where do I even start? Let's talk. Okay, as our example, let's say you're wondering, should I try to install a baseboard by myself? You probably would need a miter saw and a brad nailer. A pro might charge $5 to $8 per linear foot, and in a room with a 120-foot perimeter, that's maybe between $500 and $960 in labor. On the DIY front, a decent miter saw might cost $400, a brad nailer might be $150, but here's the thing. Those tools don't disappear. You're not buying them just for this one baseboard project. Those same 2 tools can help you install crown molding once you're done with the baseboard. You can do picture frames. You can do floating shelves. You could learn how to build furniture. So even if we're assuming that whoever you hire to do your baseboard charges the lowest possible rate that we gave, you're still almost paying yourself back by the end of the first project. And if a tool ends up collecting dust, you can sell it. Another super valuable thing to factor in is your skill set. Besides the fact that you'll get faster and better at DIYing the more you do, you'll also get way more confident about handling things around the house, like if something breaks. You won't panic because you'll know exactly how to fix it. So I'm not telling you to go out and buy a table saw and try to build a deck this weekend. Just start with the basics. The first 2 tools I got were a drill and a brad nailer. That was it. Depending on what bit set you have, you can do things like cleaning a dryer vent, sanding and buffing, cutting holes for light fixtures, cleaning grout. Later down the road, I added a sliding miter saw, and that one saw covered me for years before I needed to look into buying any other types of saws. Also, pro tip, please don't fall into gear acquisition syndrome. I promise you only need a couple of things to get started. There's one other common, okay fine, I'll do it myself moment. That's the one where you've searched every store, every corner of the internet, and the thing that you have in your head just doesn't exist. That's how you end up doing something like making a papier-mâché dining table for your cat. You're not limited by what's on the market. You're only limited by your imagination and your YouTube search skills. So the last huge value of DIY that you might not be factoring in when you're thinking, is it worth it for me to get into this, is community. You really don't have to know what you're doing to start, thanks to how many extremely nice and helpful people have probably done it before you. Almost all of the time, you're going to be able to find a tutorial, a forum, a video, a blog post, a Reddit thread, and, very pertinently, the One Room Challenge community. Actually, just a couple of weeks ago, I had completely struck out on Google and I decided to ask the community on Instagram for help, and I think I had the information that I needed within the hour. DIYing isn't about just saving money, it's also about ownership, pride, confidence, independence, the feeling of being able to point to something and say, I made that. If you've got that one project that you keep coming back to and wondering, should I just do this myself? I am absolutely biased, but I think you should.